Xbox just announced a major price increase on their consoles, games, and accessories. A lot of people are looking to blame Nintendo's pricing schemes and the tariffs for this, but are they really the reason for this? And what will be the outcome since now that Xbox has joined the price hike party? Let's discuss. What is good, y'all? It is the Young King Ken, and today we will talk about the recent news regarding Xbox, whether or not Nintendo and the tariff situation are the main reasons, and how this would affect the gaming industry. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. In recent news, Xbox announced that starting May 1st, they're going to increase the prices of their hardware. Also, their first-party software will see prices increase from $70 to $80 by around holiday season. All the consoles will increase price though by around $100 more, which makes their most expensive console, the Xbox Series X 2TB Special Edition, to cost around $720, which is more than Sony's PS5 Pro, which is currently priced at $700. Accessories are seeing variable price increases by around $10 to $20. Now, the reason Microsoft said that they were going to go through with this, they didn't explicitly say the tariffs or Nintendo to be the reason. They mentioned that they were going to go through with this with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising costs of development. Now, keep in mind, this is your typical billion-dollar corporation response. But to directly answer my earlier question, are Nintendo and the tariffs to blame for this? My answer is yes and no. With Nintendo, you see, they have the Switch 2 priced at $450 and decided to push their variable pricing method further with Mario Kart World at $80. While I do feel that both are reasonably priced, with the reasons I've mentioned in previous videos, in which links to both are in the suggested end description of the video, I will have to agree that pricing Mario Kart at $80 set a bad precedent for the rest of the industry, and Xbox just confirmed it with the recent news. Remember, Nintendo did not consider the tariffs when pricing the games and console, so this was their original plan. They only increased the price of accessories due to the tariffs, which was expected. Xbox is following a trend and didn't explicitly mention Nintendo and the tariffs as the reason in their report as mentioned earlier. Now, when they talk about the market, I'm thinking closely to Sony, their direct competitor. So I do feel like the Xbox consoles are trying to match the prices of the PlayStation 5 and PS5 Pro. So saying that the Switch 2 or the tariffs is fully to blame isn't necessarily true. I mean, still, Xbox and Microsoft, they just want more pieces of that cold, hard cash. The effects this could have from the gaming industry will be major. We are still in the post-pandemic era, and as much as people are complaining to Nintendo about dropping the prices, the pre-order numbers do not lie, and Nintendo is on pace to sell the Switch 2 at record numbers, projecting more than what the PS5 and original Nintendo Switch did at their launches combined. Now that the rest of the industry is seeing this is probably when Microsoft decided they wanted to strike and grab a little bit of that pot of greed. I mean, gold or money. I mean, you know what I mean. It's all the same concept. I think it's just weird that Microsoft isn't doing as good as Sony and Nintendo are in selling consoles, and especially selling their big name games this generation, in which the games, their first party games, have not been the greatest. If anything, they should have dropped the prices. The gaming industry will continue to thrive. Content creators will grab the consoles and games day one for content, and that influence may drive million more sales. And the holiday rush will definitely not help any better. It would take a collective to stop purchasing the consoles and games to truly make an impact. But when there is a new Mario Kart, Halo, or big name exclusive, everyone gotta experience it. Honestly, those exclusive Xbox games are probably going to decrease in price later down the road anyway, so we just have to wait a year or more for sales to happen. Unlike Nintendo never dropping their first party prices. As people think this is a win for Sony, they're not necessarily off the hook with their extremely expensive Pro model console, which isn't really better. Well, it's slightly better than the original model, and of course the increased subscription prices. And speaking of, I imagine we'll see more users use Game Pass, which may prompt a price increase later down the road. We can also see, however, a larger demand of people wanting to finish their backlog or getting into retro games or game collecting, or even turn to emulation. Overall, Microsoft is just following trends and is just wanting more money. Nintendo and what's happening in the market are causing these increases, which won't change the prices for the better in the long run, unless people decide to stop buying collectively. But again, it's not going to happen, especially when these games are critically acclaimed. So, what do you think of this situation? Comment below, and thank you for watching. I do discussions like these as well as skits, gameplays, and streams, so check out the other videos on the channel. And if you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for updates on whenever my vids drop. And until the next video, I will need y'all to keep our kingdom seasoned, y'all.